Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you've all had a great day. Hope you've all had a great weekend. Oh, my weekend, I hear you ask. If you're asking, I'm going to tell you anyway. It's been very interesting. You know, it's been very eye-opening. I've been doing a lot of self-reflection, I believe they call it, and I've come to this realization that I want to share with you all in this episode, that one of the biggest issues we're facing today on the planet, right, when you really start to think about it with everything going on, it has to be misgendering. You know, it happens way too often, and it just needs to end. I really do think, right, truly, there needs to be some new rules, regulations in place that put a stop to it. Because, you know, when you see these people on your timeline, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, and they're crying and they're screaming because, you know, people are misgendering them, life's getting too hard, people are using the wrong pronouns, etc., etc., it really does get to me, and I truly do feel sorry for them. And shockingly enough, JDhillon Mulvaney also agrees with me. You know, I couldn't believe JDhillon Mulvaney agreed with the notion of implementing rules that would reaffirm everybody's individual truth with no questions asked. I was very surprised, you know, because we have this video going viral right now where JDhillon Mulvaney actually came forward very bravely and says that misgendering should actually be made illegal. Take a look.
Like the articles written about me using he pronouns and calling me a man over and over again, and I feel like that should be illegal. I don't know, that's just bad journalism.
You know, the shocking thing about this is I wouldn't actually be surprised if in the next, I don't know, 5 years this actually became part of our false reality we're all living in right now. I think Canada's slowly making their way there from what I've seen and heard, but that scary word, right? Oh, not Canada, reality. I know people don't like to live in it, but we're going to live in the real world here, ladies and gentlemen, for a few minutes. I know it won't do us any harm. JDhillon Mulvaney, and not just only JDhillon Mulvaney, I believe a large group of people would be all for this. You know, they would love it because this would cement the idea of truth being rewritten. And I truly think we're in this stage right now where truth is slowly being rewritten. And imagine the scenario if misgendering actually became illegal. It would become a massive cope for people who identify as XYZ, right? Because they would be like, well, if it's the law that you can't misgender me, then surely it's the truth, right? My individual truth is the truth. Right. These are just the extreme lengths some people would love to go to make everybody forcefully accept who they are when, in the very beginning, they couldn't even accept who they were. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning, it was all about love is love, right? Do you remember that? It was just let us do what we want. Why does it affect you? Just allow people to live their lives how they want to live their lives. Inclusion. It's funny how that's all started to change, you know, because inclusion, you've heard me say it many times, really means exclusion. Because unless you accept what the leftists, progressives are now saying, it is not love is love. It is all about excluding you from everybody else, right? They want to silence you, cancel you, or in some cases, arrest you. If what they were all saying, right, is simply the truth, why would they want to go to these extents to make everybody believe what they're saying? I mean, I'm struggling to see how far this would even go. You know, would it stretch to the average conversation on the street? You know, when you accidentally misgender somebody, would the thought police come charging around the corner and arrest you? I mean, who knows? I don't. Maybe you guys know. But as I said, to close out this video, it's not only JDhillon Mulvaney who thinks along these lines, right? We have this other video going around on Twitter right now where somebody gives a set of rules for everybody. I can't even say. They give a set of rules breaking down what happens when you misgender somebody. It's very insightful. It really is. And get your notepads, pens ready, because you're going to want to jot all of this down. Take a listen.
What should I do or say when I misgender someone? Simply put, apologize briefly, thank whoever corrected you, move on, and avoid doing it again. We're all bound to misgender someone accidentally, so it's important to know what to do when it happens. But let's break this down further. When we use the wrong pronouns or gendered terms for someone, we invalidate their identity. This is called misgendering. And for many trans and non-binary people, this happens all the time. But many cisgender people also experience misgendering, whether it be based on their name, appearance, or pitch of their voice. No matter who is misgendered, it all feels the same, like a punch in the gut, or that you don't matter or exist. So what should you do when you misgender someone? Try these 4 steps. 1. Apologize briefly and clearly. An example can be, I'm sorry I misgendered you, I won't do it again. 2. If someone has corrected you, thank them. They're not calling you a bad person, they're supporting you in becoming a better ally. 3. Move on with what you were doing. Don't make this a bigger deal than it needs to be, and don't make it about you. And 4. Take steps to avoid making the same mistake. Practicing and memorizing someone's pronouns can help, but it's even better to take the time to deconstruct the assumptions you automatically make about someone's gender when you see, hear, or read about them. Remember, we're all human beings and we all make mistakes. But it's still important to commit to affirming people's identities. Share this video with someone who could use this information and leave your questions below. Trust me, many people have the same question.
You know, to me, and maybe you guys will feel differently, but one of the most interesting parts of that video was where they say, don't make it a big deal and don't make it about you. Well, don't the leftists, progressives, liberals make everything a big deal and make it all about them? I mean, nonetheless, I thank this person for giving us a step-by-step process of what we should do if we accidentally misgender somebody. I hope all of you took notes. I just hope this person keeps the same energy and they take the same action when, if they ever see me, they misgender me, right? Because I actually identify as a king and my pronouns are king/JD. And if you don't reaffirm that individual truth to me, reaffirm my beliefs, well, that is bigotry of the highest level. And, you know, thankfully to people like JDhillon Mulvaney, who knows, I may be forced to take legal action and, you know, I'll call the police and have you arrested. Look, can you understand the state of Western society right now? This is the state we're in. This is so backwards, it doesn't make any sense. I just don't know how we go back from this. I really don't. Maybe, again, you guys can let me know. One of the things I do know is if misgendering became a crime, Elon Musk, you best have that rocket ready for Mars, because I'm going to spend my life savings to join that journey, and I'll see you all there. We're in for a very tiring time, but that is the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed today. It's a shorter one, I believe, but if you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. But until next time, it has been your future astronaut, JD. I hope to see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace.